there's nothing like, and I'm sure you can relate, being in a room surrounded by women where you're all together for the same reason, trying to achieve the same thing and to support one another. It's really, really powerful. We've got to experience it today. But on that run, so we do the one Saturday, it's a 10K run, and it's a hard course, right? For those of you who do it, it's not easy. And just because I've done it when I'm standing at the starting gate, it doesn't make it any easier because I know what it's gonna be like. It's hills after hills after hills, and then you get right to the end, it's a little bit more of a hill, and then it's a 10K loop, so you gotta do it again, right? And so the first time that you do it, you're exhausted, your legs are gonna feel like they're gonna fall off, and you have to do it again. But you're waiting at that starting gate, and you're terrified, really excited, your heart's pounding out of your chest, and then self-doubt may creep in, and then you look around you, and there's women in front of you, there's women next to you, and there's women behind you, and there's this surge of emotion and energy that starts just vibrating through your entire body, and then off you go. And there are times on the course where you, like I said, you feel like your legs are gonna fall off and you can't continue, and somehow there's someone there on the course that sees you and says, go for it, you can do it. And all of a sudden you're like, wow, and you find the energy from somewhere. And as I'm running this course, and maybe you're thinking the same thing, like this is what life should be like every day, right? Where it's gonna be hard, but yet we believe we can do it, and we show up, and we run that course, and we know that we have others around us. So to come back to this conference, when they asked me to speak, first thing I always do when I'm asked to speak at a keynote is I look to the theme for inspiration, right? What is the theme about? Because it indicates to me what the conference organizers hope that the participants or the delegates will walk out feeling, and what kind of commitment to action they're going to take with them. So when I looked at the theme of Rise, Unite, Inspire, and Ignite, I actually saw a pattern, and what I saw emerge was a roadmap of my life in front of me in terms of things that I wanted to achieve, but was told over and over again that I couldn't because I was put into this box where people thought that I had very limited potential and wouldn't probably be most likely to, I didn't win that prize at high school grad, most likely to succeed. I wasn't the one who got that prize. But yet I believed in me and didn't want to live according to the expectations that were placed on me. And so I would keep pushing through with that self-determination, but I also realized through my journey that I couldn't do it alone, that I needed people to support me along the way. And as much as they were there to help me and shake me out of that self-doubt and limited thinking that would cause me to pause sometimes, or lose faith in myself, as much as they were there for me to help me keep going forward, I realized that I could be there as much for them as they were for me. And through that journey, I realized, well, I am who I am, and there's no shame in hiding that. I need to be authentic and discover really what that is and embrace it, so then I can transform based on the changes that or the goals that I'm hoping to achieve, right? Ignite something within me that made me believe in myself that I could achieve anything that I wanted to achieve, and that I could not only influence change in me, others, but also in the systems that I lived and worked within.